welcome back to whatever this is. This is outro Rito, but I'm in the intro this time. So last week, if you're lucky enough to watch the Wuthering Heights 2011 video, congratulations, because it has since been sniped. It only has 10 views, so if you manage to watch it, you're very, very lucky because it's probably going to be taken down in the next couple days. Or maybe if you're, an extra lucky person and you watched it 10 times, sorry for that because you won't be able to watch it anymore. I'm going to try to figure out how to recut it if I can, but I got sniped by the studio, so I'll have to figure out what to do with that there. But regardless, this week has been brutal. Work, my regular job, work has kicked my ass in the face multiple times, and I got my period this morning, so I thought, why not pile on top of that with mommy issues? Today we're going to be watching Lady Bird. I meant to watch it when it came out. It's from... oh my god, I think it might be like 10 years old at this point. I meant to watch it when it came out and I just never got around to it, but it's directed by Greta Gerwig, who also did Barbie. So Saoirse Ronan is in it, and I love her very, very much. I don't know why. I have like a very strong affinity for Irish actors. So I love her, I love her, I love her. And other than, people really diluting it and then calling it Mommy Issues the movie, I don't actually know what this is about. So the description reads, a teenager navigates a loving but turbulent relationship with her strong-willed mother over the course of an eventful and poignant senior year of high school. So I will say, I'm pushing 30, but I do love these coming-of-age movies. I appreciate them now as I'm older. I don't know how much I would have liked these as a child, because it's very easy, I feel like, to be patronizing. Like, all these movies are made by adults, obviously, right? So it's like, how much would this actually be useful in a young adult's life who's actually going through senior year in real time? So I don't know if I appreciated these kinds of movies at the time. But let's see how this goes. This is Lady Bird 2017. Not that it matters, but Elevation Pictures. And this is me syncing up the audio. I don't know if that will be helpful for the syncing. I always find it difficult to sync up the movie footage with the video and the audio, but anyway, what I was saying is anybody who talks about California hedonism has never spent a Christmas in Sacramento. Honestly, kind of over the California glaze. I know it's like a very important state and whatever, but anyway, as I was saying before they start talking, we're at 47 seconds. Before I start talking, I was gonna say oh, yes, okay. The service I'm watching this on CBC Gem, which is a gem of a streaming service in Canada. So it's available on there if you would like to partake. So already kind of an enmeshed relationship. They are sharing a bed. We don't know if this is a regular occurrence, but it seems like it is. Okay, so they're in a hotel room. Okay, that makes sense. That's the desk with the cuck chair over there. Well, whatever. It's a hotel room, not a regular occurrence for them, or presumably not a regular occurrence for them to be sharing a bed. Oh, they're already pretty emotional listening to this audiobook. Oh my god. Audiobooks on tape is so charming. So I've never read The Grapes of Wrath. Is it actually this emotional? I guess we'll never know.
The only exciting thing about 2002 is that it's a palindrome.
Okay.
2002, okay. I was 4 years old when this happened.
I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
No one's asking you to be perfect. Just consider it would do.
Your father's company is laying off people right and left. Did you even know that? No, of course you don't, because you don't think about anybody but yourself.
Obviously, okay, you know what? So far, as you get older and you start to relate with the parents in these kinds of movies, I see where she's coming from, but also it is hard to think about other people when you are 17, right? Because you haven't really dealt with any I mean, okay, obviously everybody's life is different. You haven't really dealt with any consequences of your own actions. Like, that by itself is pretty hard to come to terms with. So, no shit, she doesn't know anything about the world. Essentially, the mom wants her to go to college in state, which is in California. I also kind of don't understand, this has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but I also don't understand the scale of California, because I remember I was visiting, I was in the San Francisco, Berkeley area, and I messaged my friend who had gone to Berkeley, and I was like, hey, you know, like, are you still in the city? Do you want to meet up? She's like, oh, no, I actually live in LA now. And I was like, oh, okay, that's like, whatever, like an hour away, right? No, it would take like half a business day of travel to get from San Francisco to LA, so I didn't end up meeting up with that friend. Anyway, hard to gauge how far they are. So they're from Sacramento, and they're presumably going to the other side of the state for school. Don't know where Sacramento is. I could just look it up, but also I don't really care. The point is that California is a big state, and they're traveling for some college trip.
I want to go where culture is, like New York, or at least Connecticut or New Hampshire.
Where writers live in the
Get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Mom!
You work, or the way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine. And not expect everybody to do everything.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son.
Oh my god. Is there anything more turbulent than a daughter and the mom who doesn't believe in her? Honestly, to answer that question, no. I don't think there's anything worse than that. Because I feel like dad not believing in you is just par for the course. He grew up as a man, you grew up as a woman. You have different societal expectations, and for that reason, different projections upon you. Yep, nothing worse than that. Definitely reminding me of arguments I've gotten into with my parents in the car. Definitely not the place you want to get into arguments. I feel like that's just a staple of adolescence, arguing in the car with your parents. It's only been 4 minutes, but already it's making me feel feelings. Let's keep going. Saoirse Ronan, she is killing it. And is that Bernie Feldstein? Oh my god, she had a kid recently. Congratulations. Timmy C. I think I called her Bernie Feldstein by accident. I think it's Beanie Feldstein. So I didn't go to a Catholic school, but I did go to a high school with a uniform. This color grading looks awesome, by the way. It's very much giving 2002.
It's my tradition to run for office. Don't worry, I won't win. You have a performative streak. Maybe you would enjoy theater arts.
Okay, so much information about her character. She likes to perform in every sense of the word, which is why this nun is telling her to audition for the school musical or play. I don't remember what she said, but Saoirse Ronan, she runs for president or like student council every year, knowing that she's not going to win. So I think she likes attention, which is not a bad thing at all. Like, we're all social beings, and this is probably the least destructive way to be attention seeking. So like, I don't think it's maladaptive behavior. We are all attention seekers in our own way. So nice how they are already establishing her character. No way she holds, okay, never mind. I was gonna say no way she holds a pencil like that, but it's because she has a cast on.
Julie doesn't need to be in quotes. That's not my real name. It's not the same thing.
Oh my god, she is so pretentious. I talked over that whole bit, but basically, they just signed up for the theater club, like the play and the musical or the musical and the play that's happening during the school year. And Saoirse Ronan signed up as Christine Ladybird, and her friend signed up as Julie, and Ladybird is upset because Julie doesn't need to be in quotes. And Julie's right that that's not her God-given name. So technically it should be in quotes, but oh my gosh, she's being so 17. She's being so 17. Like, I was gonna call her a dick, but she's just being a kid. It's fine. I can forgive that. I know him. The actor playing Miguel, I know him too, because he was in one of the Step Up movies. Sorry, not Step Up. The cheerleading ones. What the fuck are those called? Bring It On. He was in one of the Bring It On movies that I only watched because there was a Degrassi alum in it. So that's where I know him from.
It's for you. I got it for the baby. I couldn't resist it.
She loves pink.
It's more for you and Andrea than it is for the baby, but...
It's more for you and presumably his wife than the baby. Is that just the theme of the whole movie, that this mom is going to be projecting her hopes and dreams and her own failures onto her daughter instead of letting her daughter be her own person? A little heavy-handed, but also Barbie was also heavy-handed. So she wasn't wearing a white coat, which means that she's a nurse? The countertop and backsplash being pink are really cute. Okay, does she have a healthy relationship with her father?
I need you to help me with the financial aid application, but Mom can't know. So, what do you think about college?
See what I can do.
Thanks, Dad.
So he wasn't fully agreeable, but he wasn't combative, and I think that's good enough. Do they taste like anything, or are they just like fun to snack on? I've never had a communion wafer, so I don't know.
Congratulations. You too, we both got in. Everyone who auditioned got in. The part I got was basically not getting in. I don't even know how I got cast in my part. Me neither. I was the one who had a dress and prepared a song.
Oh my god, Julie, this is so fucking sad. You can see how she's like shrinking herself to fit Christine's Lady Bird's big ass ego. Play that they're doing is, musical that they're doing is Merrily We Roll Along, which is very, very nice and fun. The dates are, what the fuck does that say? Does that say December? December 6, 7, and 8. Okay. As I was saying, it's making me feel like Julie, she's going to come to a boiling point and explode on Christine. And I think what's crazy is that neither of them really realize what's going on here, right? Because these are just sort of your day-to-day motions, right? When you're experiencing things for the first time, you don't know what is appropriate or accurate or correct because you haven't experienced anything else, right? So this is probably just what they think is a friendship. And I might be reading into it too much. Yeah, this is reminding me a lot of The Edge of 17, which I really, really liked, because just like Haley Steinfeld was just, she thought she was just like the saddest girl in the whole world, and it's like, you gotta get over yourself. And I feel that same feeling about Lady Bird, that yeah, she has to get over herself. And speaking of The Edge of 17, I wonder if there will be a teacher involved that she can connect with and sort of talk through things with. But she also has a father, like a present but semi-active father, so maybe that will be a sufficient adult figure in her life as she sort of navigates things with her mom. But yeah.
You're gonna make a great Franklin.
Oh, thanks. I want my hair, or his hair, to be curly, though.
Yeah,
Like Jim Morrison, very 70s.
like Jim Morrison, exactly. Yeah. Who is Jim Morrison again? Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you these hot rollers for your Jim Morrison hair.
You'll have to show me how to use them.
Does she know how to use hot rollers? I don't even know how to use hot rollers.
I love Disneyland.
Yeah, me too. I think it's kind of scary, but...
She's never been to Disneyland. But she's from California, so maybe. I mean, she already lied about knowing who Jim Morrison was, so maybe she's also lying about loving Disneyland. Not the folded down test return. Oh!
I just don't get why I'm not good at math. My dad is really good at math. Even Miguel has a math degree. Maybe it's your mom's fault.
Is that the lesson of the whole movie? Everything bad about you is from the parent that you don't like? Because they're just like you. I like these theme parties. I don't remember having any in high school, but this is kind of cute. Like Western themed homecoming hoedown. Very cute. The decorations are quite nice too for a goof-ass high school dance. Oh my god. This is so cute. I'm shocked as if I didn't know this was gonna happen, but that was cute. I hope he doesn't turn into a dickhead. I hope she doesn't turn into a dickhead.
Christine,
You can't leave your room like this.
I didn't.
None of these things were put away right. They aren't nice.
I put my
Christine,
clothes
now.
away.
We can't treat our clothes like this. I don't know what your wealthy friends
Why do you care what I do to my clothes?
Your father doesn't have a job. You want to know the truth? Here's the truth. Some of your friends' fathers could employ your father, and they're not going to do it if it looks like his family is trash.
That's so much pressure to put on. Okay, girl. I don't know what the answer is. Obviously, this is not the way to do it. Arguing before bed. Like, people say, you shouldn't argue with your partner before bed, sure. But I feel like you shouldn't be arguing, period, before bed. I think Because this whole discussion could have happened in the morning, you know what I mean? And I feel like mom just needed something to be mad at, and she's choosing Christine to release her anger, frustration, anxiety about the future on. And this problem is still very topical, right? Like, job markets are really, really tough right now. People are getting laid off left, right, and center. Your dollar is worth less and less and less every single year. So these, like, financial troubles are still very, very relevant now. Like, this takes place in 2002. It came out in 2017 and it's 2026 now. And I feel like at all of those points, it was still very topical and relevant. Because she's 17. She's not a kid anymore. But she also shouldn't be shouldering the burden of her father getting laid off. I understand that, you know, financial troubles affect the whole family, but I feel like mom is definitely blowing this situation out of proportion in that, like, yeah, who cares that her clothes are out on the bed, right? And what she said also doesn't make sense, because why would her friend's parents look to his family to see if he's worth hiring or not? I don't know. Maybe that is true. I don't know how much goes into hiring and recruiting and things like that. Also, he looks like he's in his 60s, so maybe, like, at that point it is harder to get a new job in a new field, especially. But there is definitely a better way to deliver this, and it's not taking your frustration and anxiety out on your daughter, because that's not what she's really upset with, you know? Because I feel like there is a healthy middle with how both parents are handling Christine, because it feels like the dad is a little bit more hands-off and, like, semi-active, versus the mom is, like, super active and, like, and maybe too involved, right? So I think that there should be a healthy middle in between those, but I don't quite know how I would even handle this situation, so.
Didn't you ever go to sleep without putting all your clothes away perfectly? Like, even once? And don't you wish your mom hadn't gotten angry?
I think about that a lot. I think about that particular scene of Christine saying, haven't you ever, you know, not been perfect when you were 17? I feel like, you know, I'm pushing 30, but I don't have kids. If I have a family someday, I really don't want to forget what it's like to be young, you know? So first of all, they don't remember what it's like to be young, and two, they don't know what it's like to be young today, right? So I feel like both of those things go to contributing to this disconnect that parents sometimes feel with their kids. There's also a third issue if you are a kid of immigrants, right? Because they grew up in a different time and a different place than you did. And I think all of that needs to come into consideration when you are parenting a child. And, you know, I get from, you know, a parenting perspective, like, you want your kid to stay on, you know, the straight and narrow, whatever that means or looks like to you. But you also should come at it with some more compassion, because when you are 17, everything is a big deal, because it is a big deal, right? You haven't experienced everything that you've experienced so far is the biggest thing you've ever experienced in your life, right? So in that last scene, she just came off the high of presumably her first kiss, and she comes home to her mom up her ass about leaving her clothes out. But she only did that because she was frustrated about finances, right? So high points and low points are different in your life, and it really, really sucks for Lady Bird to come home to something like that. But mom, she has her own stresses, and I'm sure she had her own dreams and hopes from when she was a kid that weren't able to be fulfilled. So yeah, a lot of things going on here, but yeah, you have to meet people where they are at the end of the day, and it seems like neither of them are doing that just yet.
I had placed some calls to local alumni of the schools you're interested in, but unfortunately all the interviews are taken.
Do guidance counselors do this? Do they schedule interviews with alumni from the schools that you're interested in? Is that what they're supposed to do? Because I just thought they were supposed to say, hey, your, like, grades and SATs aren't high enough, and fuck up your schedule every semester. Because, wow, what a great opportunity. But also, if it's interviews with alumni, how is that supposed to help you get into the school?
Your mom's hard on you.
Yeah, well, she loves me a lot.
Yeah, grappling with that is hard, right? When you know that your parent loves you, but they're still so hard on you.
Let's name our star Claude.
Claude? Claude? Wow. This movie is too topical for today.
Well, I don't know. What says rich people Thanksgiving?
I just think it's such a shame that you're spending your last Thanksgiving with a family you've never met instead of us. But I don't know. I guess you want it that way.
Girl, if you've ever had a parent like this, where anytime you want to reach out of the box that they put you in, they think that it's a slight towards them and not because it's something that you want to pursue. Oh my God. There's no winning. There's no winning with parents like that because they're out thrifting, which is nice, you know, but she's probably going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're making me spend money for you to spend Thanksgiving with a different family. Yeah, this kind of parent is never going to be happy. Oh God. So frustrating because, oh God, if you've been here, if you know, you know, you know, you know.
It's funny, on my way over here, I went over the train tracks.
Oh, you took H Street.
Right, and so Lady Bird always says that she lives on the wrong side of the tracks, but I always thought that was like a metaphor.
Oh.
But there are actual train tracks.
Wow, so much from that interaction as well. So, yeah, they live in a shitty part of town. They all know it. And now, like, Marianne is like, her pride and ego are too big, and she's gonna get mad at Lady Bird for describing their humble abode as being part of the wrong side of the tracks. And you know what? This is actually like super upsetting because I'm sure we've all been here where your mom or your parent is just like a super bitch to you, but so nice to everybody else, and nobody else can see how insane your parent is. This is the house that he lives in.
This is your grandma's house?
Or the house that his grandma lives in. That's insane that she walked by it every single day.
Your mom is really sad you weren't here tonight for Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, she hates me. She has a big heart, your mom.
Yep, your parent can be nice to everybody else, but they specifically hate you for some reason. Because you remind them too much of themselves. Oh my God, is this opening night? Why does Lady Bird still have a cast on? It's been months.
Where are you going? There's never a line in the men's
Yep,
room.
I've done this. Okay, I've done that, but never walked in on my boyfriend kissing somebody else. Okay, her cast is coming off. Nice. It's Timmy C. Oh, God, he's smoking. His name is Kyle. Of course, his name is Kyle. Is there any more 2000s name than Kyle?
Yeah, I was like, Mom, we can't really talk right now.
She's trying to infiltrate this friend group so that she can... Oh my God, hold on. Is this the girl whose name is Jenna? That's really, really funny. Okay, because they were so jealous of her at the beginning, both Lady Bird and Julie. They were jealous of her being so pretty and having like this nice car. And now Lady Bird's trying to like infiltrate this friend group because this girl, Jenna, is friends with Timmy C. Ah, this is just a disaster. The PE teacher trying to be the drama teacher.
I've assigned a number to each of your roles, and I'm gonna put the blocking up here on the board, and then
At least blocking is a thing in acting.
How do you know Kyle? Oh, my mom made me get a job at New Helvetia to learn, like, responsibility.
Girl, you need the money.
Anyway, we hang out there. Yeah.
Ah, just lying to try to fit in. The Deuce is a parking lot? Alright. I get it though, like we used to hang out in parking lots during high school as well, but mostly at nighttime because there's nowhere we could hang out for free, so I get it.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna snitch on you.
Well, I hope not, because I'd fucking kill your family.
No, she came in too hard, too hard.
Government didn't have to put tracking devices on us, we bought them and put them on ourselves.
I don't own a tracking device.
The cell phone. I mean, you'll have one eventually, everyone's gonna have one. And then it'll be a matter of time before they put them in our brains.
Is he always this kind of annoying character? I don't watch a lot of TVC movies, but wow, he's kind of annoying. But I guess that's kind of the point, right? That's just what his character is. I don't know if he has range or not.
You're gay.
Can you not tell anyone, please? I'm so sorry about everything.
It's been months since that, or at least 1 month since that happened, and he's only confronting her now about not saying anything.
It's going to be bad, and I just need a little bit of time to figure out how I'm going to tell my mom and dad and...
Don't worry.
Okay, so this is kind of nice. Like, despite the fact that he hurt her deeply, she's still wanting to be a good friend to him. Yeah, it must be hard in, like, Catholic school, too. I know that's Laurie Metcalf, but she kind of looks like Patti LuPone. I love what she's wearing. Oh my gosh, she's dressed like Steve from Blue's Clues. My god, he's so annoying. He's so annoying. But also, one thing I do love about these coming-of-age movies, there's always, always, always a pool scene. And I love it so much because it's always at nighttime. The pool is always beautifully lit up. And I just love the effect of, like, the dynamic light of the water reflecting on their faces. I just think it looked really beautiful.
I'm trying to, as much as possible, not participate in our economy. I don't like money.
I'm trying to live by bartering alone.
Girl, there was an episode of 16 where Jude, he like rejected the notion of money and the economy. He ended up bartering an old kebab into like a penthouse condo that he ended up trading back for the kebab. It wasn't a direct exchange. It was like he exchanged the kebab for like a napkin, and then he got tampons, and then he got something or other, and it ended up being a penthouse condo, and then he traded it back for the kebab for some reason.
Julie will love this.
Who's Julie?
Him asking who's Julie? Oh my god, girl. Julie's your day one, and you haven't brought her up at all to this new guy? God, it's just teenage egocentrism. It's fine.
At least go to San Francisco. I like hills.
When I was in San Francisco, people have said that because it's so hilly, you learn to drive with both feet. So 1 foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake, which is not how you should normally be driving. But it makes it easier to control for the inclines and declines. This is Mean Girls imagery. She's wearing pink and everything.
And at 15, this girl was pregnant. She decided that she was going to get an abortion. She was sitting there, waiting for the doctor to come in, and something deep inside of her said, no. The girl in the story was my mother. I am that baby that she decided not to abort.
That's literally a meme now, right? Where people tell this elaborate story and then are like, and that person grew up to be Einstein. Yeah, this person who didn't get an abortion, that person was my mother. Oh, God, maybe she should have.
Whatever we give you, it's never enough. It's never enough.
It is enough.
Do you have any idea what it costs to raise you and how much you're just throwing away every day?
You give me a number for how much it costs to raise me, and I'm gonna get older and make a lot of money and write you a check for what I owe you so that I never have to speak to you again.
Well, I highly doubt that you will be able to get a job good enough to do that.
Man, parents placing financial burden or like financial cost of raising you on your head as if they didn't choose to bring you into this world. Fuck you, Mom.
Calling me from school? No, we got out early because all the Irish girls got totally sloshed by noon. All right, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Wait, so it's St. Patrick's Day, which means it's March, and they were swimming in a pool? Where is Sacramento? Is it in NorCal or SoCal? Okay, so Sacramento's in Northern California. How the fuck were they swimming in an outdoor pool in March? Dude, Northern California's fucking cold. It's deceptively cold. Oh, her bra is cute. As a girl, being on top for your first time is tough. You basically have to impale yourself.
I was on top. Who the fuck is on top their first time?
Yeah, that is fucked up.
You mean like awareness of how many civilians we've killed since the invasion in Iraq started?
He's so annoying. Hey babe, you're not gonna swallow? There's starving kids in Africa.
Oh, it's okay. You want to do our favorite Sunday activity? I don't have a second shift.
Their favorite Sunday activity is going to random open houses. That's kind of sweet. This is like an all-seasons version of driving through rich neighborhoods during Christmas. Okay, waitlist for where, do we know?
Programmers nowadays are like kids, man.
I know.
Yeah, but they're like babies.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about at the beginning, where he is like 60 and it is hard for him to find a new job, period. But also trying to get a job in like a new field is next to impossible because everybody that they're bringing in for entry level roles are literally like kids because they can get away with paying them less.
What else is supposed to happen? Oh, I thought we'd talk about the position.
Oh my god, getting interviewed by a fucking bozo who has been alive for less time than you have years of experience. God, perish the thought. What is with the giant sequins? What are those on the skirt?
Why can't you say I look nice?
I thought you didn't even care what I think.
I still want you to think I look good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was telling you the truth. You want me to lie?
Fuck you, Mom. Okay, first of all, now the positions are kind of switched. They're continuing to have this relationship where nothing they say means what they actually mean. It's always layered with passive aggression, with contempt, and it's bleeding through in all of their interactions, even something as like relatively innocuous as prom dress shopping, which should be a fun event. I don't know if it'd be fun with your mom, but it's fun to go with your friends. Well, I guess she doesn't really have any friends right now, but yeah, it should be a fun shopping event.
I wish that you liked me.
Of course I love you.
That's not the same thing.
But do you like me?
I want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can be.
What if this is the best version?
Okay, not gonna lie, that made me a little bit emotional. One coming of age movie that I loved, but I refused to watch again is 8th Grade, written and directed by Bo Burnham. In that movie, the main character, she's being raised by a single father, and she's really insecure because she's entering high school for the first time and trying to figure out, or, she's in 8th grade, so not yet in high school, so, she's going through puberty, she is, like, discovering things about herself for the first time that are happening for the first time, and there's that campfire scene where she tries to, like, destroy all the vestiges of herself that she thinks are cringe, or she feels don't reflect her anymore. And I think the father's played by Josh Hamilton, but she asks him, "Do I make you sad?" And he's like, "No, of course not. Why would you say that?" And she says, "Because I think if I had a daughter like me, that would make me sad." And I had to pause the movie and like cry for like 15 minutes before I could play it again. Yeah, this is just reminding me of that scene. And mom loves her because she's her mom and she has to. The mom couldn't answer whether she liked Lady Bird or not because she thinks that Lady Bird has all this potential, and I think you do people a real disservice when you try to imagine that versus taking people as they are, especially when they're 17. Like, you're not done growing. Yes, this is the current version of you, and this is the best version of you that there is at the time, and you just need to be able to meet people where they are.
Hey, do you guys want to ditch prom and just go to Mike's instead?
Yeah, I hate dances.
No, Lady Bird wants to go to prom. No. Last minute switching up on not going to prom. No, babe, you can't do this.
Can you take me to my friend Julie's house, please?
Sure.
Who's Julie?
Fuck you, Jenna. Honestly, these people don't deserve to know Julie. Ladies, enjoy prom with your friends, all right? And fellas too. Like, you don't need a date to enjoy prom as long as you got your homies. They really love their crackers. It was the communion wafers before, and now just saltine crackers. Yeah, they look beautiful. This is so sweet for Lady Bird to come out and support Danny. Oh, their gowns are this beautiful baby blue. That's so nice.
Did you find out about the wait list?
Oh, fuck.
What?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone behind your back.
So now mom is upset because Lady Bird went out of her way to apply to schools on the East Coast when she assumed that Lady Bird would be attending in-state schools.
Aren't you sort of proud that I'm so close to getting in? Yes, I know it was probably easier because 9/11 and less people applying with terrorism and all that, but
9/11's kind of a big part of this movie.
I know, I'm so bad. I know I am. But please just talk to me, Mom. Mom, please talk to me.
There's a freedom that comes with age where you realize that you don't need to negotiate with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Mom is committed to assuming the worst about her daughter. She wants to go out of state for tuition because she hates us, or for college because she hates us and she hates this family. She's so ungrateful. Or, you know, she could be wanting to pursue something that is important to her. And yeah, Mom is never going to see it that way because she is committed to being a victim. Being a victim over things that genuinely have nothing to do with her, right?
Does Mom hate me?
You both have such strong personalities.
I don't necessarily think that's true. I think, yeah, Mom obviously has a very strong personality. I think Lady Bird is still trying to figure it out. I feel like it's kind of doing them both a disservice to kind of put them on the same level of having strong personalities. You need to be able to outgrow the box that you're put in, you know what I mean? And I don't think that necessarily means that she does have a strong personality. She might, but she's still trying to figure out what works for her. And I don't think it's fair to put them in the same category. Her welcome package?
Thanks.
You're only supposed to use it for emergencies. Break the phone.
You know what? Look at how much progress she made while her mom was giving her the silent treatment. She ended up getting off the wait list. She got a job. She got her license. Was able to buy the Playgirl magazine. And yeah, this is so reminiscent for when I went off to university. My dad was so mad at me. He literally didn't talk to me the whole summer. And my experience was just like this.
You're not coming.
You can't walk up to the gates anymore anyway.
9/11 is a huge part of this movie. Yeah, sometimes you just have to let people be. All Lady Bird can do is just meet her mom where she is, and that's just not, she can't force her to be anything different. And honestly, Mom should be embarrassed. Mom should be embarrassed that her daughter, that Lady Bird keeps putting out feelers, putting out an olive branch, keeps trying to reach out and connect and apologize. Or not that she has anything to apologize for, but try to reconnect with her mom, especially as she's about to leave for college on the East Coast. Frankly, Mom should be embarrassed that she is acting this way, but that requires some level of self-awareness that I don't think she's capable of. She found the letter.
She was worried that there would be errors or mistakes or something, that you'd judge her writing abilities. I thought you should have them.
Oh, so she didn't... Okay, so Mom didn't ask Dad to put those in her suitcase. Dad took that upon himself to share those letters with Lady Bird, which is sweet. Oh, her walks through the neighborhood. She's walking in the opposite direction that she was at the beginning when she was walking home from school. This was kind of sweet. She needed to find a church because it reminded her of home.
Hi, Mom and Dad. It's me, Christine. Hey, Mom, did you feel emotional the first time that you drove in Sacramento? I did, and I wanted to tell you, but we weren't really talking when it happened. I love you. Thank you.
I do want to comment on that last scene. I feel like leaving voicemails is such a lost art, right? Do you ever receive voicemails from people who aren't your like doctor or dentist reminding you of upcoming appointments? Yeah, that was really, really sweet. I'm glad that I watched that. It was really beautiful, and I'm glad that Lady Bird isn't completely closed off to after having argued with her mom. I'm glad that she's still open to it. It shows a degree of maturity that I think a lot of people don't have. Again, like I'm watching it from the perspective of an adult, so I don't know if this would have been good or helpful or anything like that when I was, in grade 12 myself, but at very similar emotional beats with my own relationship with my parents. So I don't know if I talked about anything technical. I think I mostly talked about the plot, but the technical aspects were really, really well done as well. I liked the color grading. I liked the camera work. It felt very safe and comfortable, and I liked going through this journey with Lady Bird, and I hope that she and her mom can come to an understanding in the future. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is Rito in the outro. Bye-bye.